MAW Old is Goal Presents. These are inspiring and wisdom quotes. I will try my best to provide you a unique knowledge. If you are interested and gain some different, please subscribe so we can live in touch. Wisdom is God's blessings, and some people's are naturally God-gifted. God sends them into the world for the God lines of human beings. One of those is George Bernard Shaw. 1856 to 1950 was an Irish playwright, critic, and polemicist who is widely regarded as one of the greatest dramatists in the English language. He was born on July 26, 1856, in Dublin, Ireland. Shaw's career spanned over 6 decades, during which he wrote more than 60 plays, numerous essays, and several books. Shaw's early life was marked by financial difficulties, and he had to educate himself through extensive reading. He worked as a clerk, a cashier, and a theater critic before gaining recognition as a playwright. His first successful play, Arms and the Man, was produced in 1894 and was followed by several other critically acclaimed works, including Candida, Mrs. Warren's Profession, and Man and Superman. One of Shaw's most famous plays is Pygmalion, 1912, which tells the story of a Cockney flower girl, Eliza Doolittle, who is transformed into a refined lady through speech lessons. This play inspired the popular musical My Fair Lady in 1956. In 1925, Shaw was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his contributions to literature and drama. He continued writing and working well into his 90s and passed away on November 2, 1950, at the age of 94. George Bernard Shaw's works continue to be performed and studied today, and his legacy as a playwright, critic, and social commentator remains influential in the world of literature and theater. Certainly, here are some notable quotes by George Bernard Shaw. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. You see things, and you say, "Why?" But I dream things that never were, and I say, "Why not?" The power of accurate observation is commonly called cynicism by those who have not got it. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. A gentleman is one who puts more into the world than he takes out. Most of all, people are interested in what does not concern them at all. To be able to endure loneliness and enjoy it is a great gift. The test of good manners for a man or woman is their behavior during a quarrel. The only one who acted sensibly was my tailor. He measured me again every time he saw me, while everyone else came up to me with old measurements, expecting me to match them. He didn't miss a single opportunity to miss an opportunity. The most important thing is to bring order to the soul. We observe 3 not we do not complain, we do not blame, we do not make excuses. If you ever find it while chasing happiness, then, like an old woman looking for her glasses, you will find that happiness was always on your nose. Dreams come true for optimists. Pessimists have nightmares. The question, what will people think, should be in the last place. Essentially, no one cares. Life is yours. If you start with self-sacrifice for the sake of those you love, then you will end up hating those to whom you have sacrificed yourself. To be able to endure loneliness and enjoy it is a great gift. The greatest human stupidity is fear. Fear to commit, an act, to talk, to confess. We are always afraid, and that is why we lose so often. People who know how to have fun don't have money, and people who have money don't know how to have fun. Getting old is boring, but it's the only way to live long. Do not rush to help those who did not ask you about it. Do not go with advice to those who did not ask them. Appreciate yourself, your word, your thoughts. A person is like a brick. When burned, it hardens. Now that we have learned to fly through the air like birds, to swim underwater like fish, we lack only one thing: to learn how to live on earth like people. The only lesson that can be learned from history is that people do not learn any lessons from history. Marriage is a long-term heroic work of a father and mother, raising their children to their feet. If you have an apple and I have an apple, and we exchange these apples, then you and I have one apple each. And if you have an idea and I have an idea, and we exchange them, then each of us will have 2 ideas. My fame grew with each of my failures. I thought that friends are lost in quarrels, and they simply dissolve in business, money, and time. Before you pour out your soul, make sure that the vessel does not leak. The older and wiser a person is, the less he wants to sort things out. I just want to get up, wish you all the best, and leave. We have no right to consume happiness without producing it. People always blame the force of circumstances. I don't believe in the power of circumstances in this world. Only the one who seeks the conditions he needs to achieve success, and if he does not find them, creates them himself. Those who know how to, those who do not know teach others. Achieve what you want, or you will have to be content with what you. Money is not the most important thing in life, but don't forget to get them before you say such nonsense. If a person decides to kill a tiger, it is called sport. And if a tiger decides to kill a man, it is called bloodlust. The thinner the ice, the more everyone wants to make sure it can withstand. Nature does not tolerate emptiness. Where people do not know the truth, they fill in the gaps with conjecture. What is received from father and mother is eaten without gratitude. Distance doesn't hurt anything. The age difference does not spoil anything. The opinion of the parents does not spoil anything. People ruin everything. My way of joking is to tell the truth. There is nothing funnier in the world. Love men, they really need your love, even if they never admit it. Behind every great man there is always a woman who believed in him, and she truly loved. War is the rich people's way of protecting their interest by sending the children of the middle and poor classes to their deaths. You liked until we meet again on the channel. Thanks for watching and give me your precious time. If you have gained some knowledge, please subscribe and share with beloved.